Hey guys, how's it going? Owner here and welcome to a new iRacing video. Yes, I'm back with iRacing, and straight away I should thank 3 people. 2 people have used me as a referral, which means when they sign up, they use my referral ID, and I get $10 to spend on iRacing. They don't pay $10 for that, but I just get it because I referred someone to the game. That only works when you pay for a 3-month membership, I think, or a 3-month plus, so a year or 6 months, something like that, but not with 1 month. It doesn't work with that, I think. And I should thank someone else as well. Someone donated $50 to me on iRacing, and that is incredible. I don't think he put his name under it, so I don't know who it is, but a big shout out to those 3 people. And if I don't forget it, I will put your names up on the screen right now, and really thank you for those $50. Thanks to that, I have bought the RUF, the Porsche, and the Star Mazda, and a few tracks, including this one, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Someone goes off there, crashed, and I did some laps, and not a lot though, but I'm currently, I think I did a 23.9, and it could be improved definitely. I think I'll just go out on track and drive. I put down the fuel a little bit. We will put it at 20 liters for now and drive a little bit around with that. But so far I'm so happy with this car. It's the RUF C Spec, and I think it is the slowest RUF actually, but it is still loads of fun. I only have a C license, so that's why I'm driving this one. When you have a B license, you can drive the other RUF specs, but currently I'm driving the C Spec. And this track actually, it's a pretty cool track, and pretty hard to master. It has a lot of fast speed corners and a lot of long corners as well. Looking a little bit at this roof, oops, can you go to the right here? Oh no, there's an invisible wall. But anyway, looking at the roof, it's a really cool car, and it is just pretty fast, but it feels pretty solid on the track. It feels pretty planted, although sometimes it has a bit of understeer, but overall it feels really planted on the track, to be honest. And let's just go out and I'll talk a little bit through what I'm doing with the driving and stuff like that. I haven't driven a lot of laps. I think I have did about 6, something like that, so I don't have a lot of experience under the belt. What I can say though is that this track is pretty cool, but I still have to get used to this car and to this track as well, because I don't really master the racing lines that well. And at this track, one thing which I noticed is that you really need a good knowledge of the racing line. You really have to know which corners you're going to have to compromise in order to get a better line through the next corner. But I really enjoy this car. Oops, bit on the curb there. I really enjoy this car. It's a great car. Feels pretty planted. Usually I like a challenge, so usually I really like cars which are hard to drive. Now this car isn't too hard to drive, but it's pretty hard to get quick, I guess, because sometimes it picks up understeer quite a bit, stuff like that. But for me, the most important thing right now is get some laps under the belt. This is in the RUF series, I think they are called, something like that. And since today they actually went on this track, so a lot of people are not yet used to the track, including me, since this car only has been introduced to this season of the RUF today. But I will definitely record some races and upload them on the channel, because I think we can have some really good races on this track. I think a lot of different lines on this track are possible, and that makes it good for racing. It has one very long straight. Oh, there we go, off track. And that's what I mean. Straight away, you can see it there. That corner was really long, and I have seen before that I sometimes completely misjudge some of those long corners, and I did it as well just a few seconds ago. I was talking though, didn't pay a lot of attention, but still, that's what easily happens in this on this track with so many long corners. It's a really good track though. I really like it. Has a lot of quick corners. It's pretty difficult as well, the track. Try to get to the apexes as close as you can. I find it pretty difficult, to be honest. So we will just take it slowly. The problem with me usually is, as there's a car stop there. The problem with me usually is that when I try a new track or a new car, usually a new track, I want to push as hard as I can straight away. But the best thing to do is to start off slowly, build up your speed, and then from there on build on, you know, towards a good lap time. But for me, I always want to perform at the maximum and put in a good lap time straight away. But that's not going to work, and I know that it's not the right thing to do that. But yet, I think it's just in my blood, really, that I always wanna get as quick as I can, even though it is better sometimes to build up slowly your pace, you know, and then get as quick as you can. So this time I survived the first corner. Someone exits the pits there. He should get out of the way, I think. It's really easy as well to get deep into the corners, as he gets indeed nicely out of the way. Just try to stay close to the apex, get as early on the throttle as I can. So currently my fastest time is at 1:23.9, but we should be able to improve on that. I think the quickest car, or the quickest time currently in the session, is at 1:22.5. So exiting that final corner, those two corners are the most difficult corners on track, and they are the most crucial corners as well, in my opinion, because they lead onto this very long straight. And actually the final section of this track is impressive. I really like the final section of this track, section which is coming up right now. It's pretty difficult because this corner as well is very long, and you can see there I missed my apex completely, and that's something which is really easy. With those long corners, it's really easy to miss the apex. Let's see what my lap time was that lap. 1:23.9. Oops, too early on the throttle. It's hard, and you have to be patient as well in those corners. I'm just trying to get used to it. I don't really know when to apply throttle. Yeah, that was too early, because I was too late or too far from that apex. You want to have a late apex in a lot of corners around this track. It went too deep into this corner. And sometimes with this car, I don't know what it is, but it sometimes seems to be picking up quite a bit of understeer mid-corner here as well. See that? It never really bites mid-corner. So these two corners are crucial, where I just went through. Those are crucial. You get quite a bit of understeer through in them as well. First that corner goes uphill, and then you have another right-hander which is pretty tight, and it's so hard to get the car turned in there. As I said, it doesn't really bite as much as you would expect. At least it doesn't bite as much as I would expect it, as I went way too deep into that corner. Hopefully can keep it out of the barrier though. Yes, I can, just about. And we will keep on the grass there because there are people coming up. I don't want to be in their way. So this track though should provide pretty good racing. So starting a new lap. But so far I'm so impressed with iRacing again. It's really good, and I think they have improved a little bit because the force feedback feels much smoother than it was before. Last time I drove iRacing, I think it has been about 6 months ago, something like that. And force feedback wasn't as good and as smooth, I think, as now. See that it never really bites in the middle of the corner there. But although, all in all, it's just a great car. Whoa, what the hell was I thinking there? Luckily this is a practice session, so this won't count on my driver's license. See that? Quite a bit of understeer. No, I know that I didn't take a good line through there at all, but still. I think if I just keep it close to the apex, I should be able to put in a pretty good lap time. 1:21.3 someone did. That's pretty quick. I'm quite a way off the pace compared to that, but I should do some setup work as well. I don't know if I'll do it this video. I'll definitely do it off camera until I have a good pace, and then I'm confident enough to race, because obviously you want to put in a bit of practice before you race. But this car is incredible. Careful with your throttle inputs. The best thing. Come on, get out of the way, man. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye to myself as well. No, just about kept it on track. I said goodbye to the other car and I almost followed him. That was a bit noobish, but still. Where was I talking about? Oh yeah, the practice. You wanna put in some practice before you race, definitely. Get to know the track before you hit a race. And suddenly it bited there. Sometimes it bites, sometimes it doesn't. The race is, I think, 25 minutes long. I don't know if you should do a tire change, something like that. I don't think the tires are wearing a lot on this track, so probably not. This corner is so difficult. This corner here, I always miss that apex. But this section is cool though. Left, right. It's pretty tight as well, this corner. You have about 5 laps of you, that's cool. And too deep in this corner. Going to cost me quite a bit of time. Come on, get out of the way. You just got out of the pits. Come on, that's not hard to get out of the way. No, still not getting out of the way. Fine. To be fair, he is quick. Okay, alright, right. So it's sometimes good to drive behind a car which is faster than you. Just see what racing line he takes, stuff like that. And he actually took an early apex and then let it run out wide, which seemed to work pretty well for him. What's this guy doing? And that was my fault. Sorry, that was my fault. But still, what was he doing on the inside there? That was definitely my fault. Here, look at him. Right in the middle of the line. And then I got a bit too excited. Let's have a look in the garage. Anti-roll bar. I like an oversteery car usually, so stiffer is more understeer. So let's go with 3. And then on the back 4, I think. I don't care too much about the toe at the moment. Spring. Let's put them lower if we can. Oh, it's not symmetrical. It's a bit off. It's a bit odd. And the rear spring is already at its lowest. Camber, not going to change that just yet. Fuel, toe in, wing settings. This track requires a pretty high speed, so I would say put the angle a little bit down. I think. What is this gurney flap? Wicker is more downforce at drag as well as balance shift rearward. Oh, never heard of a gurney flap. Anyway, few changes made. Let's go back out on track. Let this car pass me, and then we will follow him. There we go. Clear to join the track. Now, if someone has any tips for me on this car, I would really like to know them. I'm still a rookie, still need to get used to this. Whoa, front end suddenly bites a lot there. Is that because of the changes I've made, or is it anything else? I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. Suddenly, it could be me, but it seems like the front end is much happier, much more. It responds a bit better. to my inputs, as I have to move my mouse upside down. It's a little bit awkward. It's a story. Whenever I have force feedback in my wheel, my cockpit or my rig, it moves around a little bit, it wobbles around. And I have my mouse on the keyboard tray, which comes with my seat. But thanks to this force feedback, it's sometimes the keyboard platform moves around a little bit, and then you can see the mouse in game, which is a bit annoying. But I have turned it upside down right now, so it should be fine. As we cross the start-finish line to start a lap, see what the lap time is going to be like. Stay close to the apex here. Look at that, it bites much better. I think it's because of the changes I've made, not sure. Maybe it's tire or something like that, not sure. But I'm much happier with this though. Pretty good line through there. Braked a little bit later here, too deep in the corner. That was compromising me quite a bit. This is hard. This is really difficult. These two corners. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was way too much. It's a miracle though that I didn't get an off track for that. Obviously, I mean an off track given sometimes to you by the iRacing penalty system. Too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep. Off track. Keep it out of the barriers if I can. Yep. Right, so that corner is something I have to pay attention for, and the first corner as well. Oh, completely over the curb there. Good exit. That's good. The best thing is to get on the throttle completely and then just keep it on the throttle without having to lift off. Bit deep in this corner. Took a bit of risk. But so I want to brake a bit early for this corner and then turn in earlier if I can. Still quite a bit of the apex. Could get a bit early on the throttle, I think. Get it turned in. Get as early on the throttle as you can, because we will have a very long straight. And that is why the last corner is really important. Because of this long straight, when you make a mistake, it will compromise you throughout this entire straight. Right, next corner, need to get it right. Touch the apex, not too far off the apex. Touching it now though, but that was too late. Pretty good lap so far, I think. See what we can do. Bit wide on the exit there. 22.2, that's good. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Let's try to keep improving that. Right, so I'll try to get a bit early on the throttle at the exit of this corner. Oh, that was too early. Yep, that was too early. But that's cool. It's only practice, so it's better to try it here than in the race. But this car is so much fun though. I love it. It's only the C Spec, and you know, realizing then that the other cars are probably even better, even more challenging and stuff. That only makes me smile more. Let's see if slipstream is a little bit effective. Yes, it is, I think. He says pass right, so we will pass him on the right. Should be good race for overtaking here with that long straight. Should be good races to watch, I guess. Bit of oversteer there on the downshift. I'm not entirely confident with the downshifts just yet. I'm sure it will come later. Early on the throttle, get a good exit. and then start another lap. No, lost it. Oh, that was a pretty big impact, I think. Would have hurt in real life. Well, that was better. Let's have another look at the setup, because I don't feel like there's a lot of oversteer. So why don't we try to make it even lower, the front anti-roll bar? This should give me a bit more grip in the corners, a little bit less understeer. It should give me more oversteer though, but I didn't really notice it last time I was driving, so that's good, I guess. So we will do another run, but I'm really enjoying it. And once again, I would like to thank everyone, or the 3 people who used me as a referral. I'm really happy with that. And yeah, just thank you for that $50 donation. I'm so happy with it. I really couldn't believe what I saw when I saw that I got $50 on iRacing. So once again, thank you so much for that. Also the people who have used the referral, thank you so much. These 2 corners are difficult. But as I said, should be good racing in this car though. Looking forward to race it, but as I said before, I don't really want to hit the road before I know that I have a good pace, a good setup. And yeah, just when I feel confident, I will hit the road, but that's not now. I don't feel confident just yet. That's what I mean. Bit of oversteer there on the downshift. Just gonna have to learn the track a little bit more. Gonna have to learn the racing lines a bit more. Shit. Oh, touched the barrier there. I think I have some damage, so I don't really want to run with that or test with that. But we had oversteer there though. You can see me wiggling the wheel quite a bit on the entry the whole time, so I don't think that was the right choice. Let's put this up to 3. I put the rear up to 5, and the wing settings. I think let's try this for a second. I could also keep the anti-roll bars low, and then try to compensate it with a bit of wing. Let's see if that works. Whoa, the wheel was still to the left. Obviously I used 900 degrees steering rotation. Oh, the revs are quite high in this car. I thought 8000 was really like the maximum to shift, but it is about 8500. So let's try to shift a little bit later, try to optimize everything. Yeah, that's the right shift time, I think. So this wing should give me a little bit less top speed. I think top speed will be important though in the races, so I'll definitely have to do some testing on it, see if it works. But currently I did a 122.2, I think. Did I? 22.6 actually. Okay, not even a 0.2. Quite a way off the pace. Currently Matt is in first place with a 21.3, so there's a lot of room to improve still. I'm about a second off the pace, which is pretty painful. But the good thing is that I'm just started out with iRacing. This is my first practice session in a very long while, so I guess that's positive news. No, too early on throttle. Bad line. Better line. I still need to find the optimal spot though to get on the throttle. That was a bit too much. Throttle. That actually worked out pretty well. I thought it would be much worse than that, but not complaining. When do I have to shift down to 4th gear? I'm not sure. That's definitely a 3rd gear corner. Whoa! What happened to him? Didn't get an off track for that, surprisingly. Yep, did get an off track for that though. But that's okay, just exploring the limits. This is a tricky corner. Well, it's not really tricky, but I don't get a good line through there for some reason. Missed my apex. Another off track. Once again though, doesn't matter. It's not for a license, I think. So just trying to get good lines through the corners. Try to explore the limits. Right, that's a good place to go to 4th gear, I think. The right place, I should say, not the good place, the right place to shift down to 4th gear. .23.1, not bad for a lap which didn't feel that good. Whoa! What was he thinking? What am I thinking? Way too deep into the corner. Missed my apex. I don't know, it feels like I'm getting too late on the throttle there, but every time I try to get a bit early on the throttle, I get too wide and almost lose it on the grass. Oop, took a lot of speed into there, yeah, a bit too much. How's the view? Let's have a look at the view. Still 6 laps remaining, quite a bit. Let's try to keep driving until the fuel tank is empty. And then we will end this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. I definitely have enjoyed it. And I'll do some work off camera and then try to drive a few good races for you guys. Which hopefully should be entertaining to watch. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. Too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep. Well, try to get a good exit then and try to maximize the lap. Even though that definitely cost me a bit of time. Bite and then get on the throttle. The best thing is just to be consistent, I think, with this car. Try to have consistent lines through the corners. Once again, taking a lot of speed into here, a bit too much. I'm gonna have to take a look at how the other people are driving through those corners, because I think I'm losing time there. Try to brake in a straight line, then turn in. Once again, oversteer there quite a bit. Once again, missed my apex again a little bit as well. Too early on the throttle. Off the track there. Keep going though, as I said, I'll drive until the fuel tank is completely empty. I should brake a bit earlier for this corner, shouldn't I? Still, it doesn't bite. I don't know why. Maybe it's me turning too much, something like that. Don't really know. If you guys have any suggestions or tips or tricks which I can use in this car, I would like to hear them. Any point of criticism is welcome, as I would like to improve. Let's try to put in a good lap now then, if I can. First corner wasn't too great. This corner isn't great either. Missed my apex, too deep into this corner. But that will give me a good exit though, as there's a guy rejoining. Hopefully he will get out of the way. No, he doesn't. Great job. He's too ignorant to get out of the way, obviously. And then he almost spins once again, completely off the track there. But I'm concentrating too much on him now. I should concentrate on my own driving. And that's an off track, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to find a way to work around the understeer. Well, it's not really understeer, but it doesn't really like to bite. Gonna have to find a setup trick for that. See if something works against that that bite. Oops! As I make the same mistake as him, I'm going to hit him. No, luckily didn't hit him. I would rather hit the barrier than him, to be honest. Otherwise I would maybe destroy his lap, something like that. Okay, so let's put up 15 or 10 liters of fuel. I was pretty happy with that. The only thing though still is the bite. What does this mean? Shock damper travel before it engages the bump stop. If a car suspension compresses into the bump stop while on track, the stiffness of the... Okay. Yes. Oh, I see. I think I'm gonna have to make these a bit higher, actually, a bit more. Too high. What if I put these a bit lower then? Will that make the car less high? No, not really. Makes them only... What? Did that just improve the ride height? 18.9? 14.2. Okay, so I thought once I put this lower, it would lower the ride height as well, but it's the other way around actually. Ah, here we go. How stiff the shock damper is while being compressed. Can hold her handling in transition maneuvers. Lifting or pressing or releasing brakes. Rolling into or out of a turn, more front bump stiffness is tighter on the brake and turn in. That's what I want. More front bump. Okay. What's the maximum? 24. Let's go for 21. It's especially the front. It's not really the rear, but for the sake of it, I'm going to put these at 13 as well and see if we can notice a difference. Session state is checkered. All right. Just as I wanted to test that. The session is over. File name. What will we do? Just put in the RUF C Spec quali, something like that, because it's low view. And notes. Look at the bump stiffness, because that's where I want to look at for the next session. See, you know, what makes a bit of a difference there. But man, what a very cool car. I really like it. It's a very, very cool car. It does look, I don't know, it does look quite a bit slowish. Not sure if that's the right word in the replay, but well, it doesn't really look slow, but in the cockpit it looks much more intense and stuff. Whoa, that was a cool shot though. That was a pretty cool shot. So I think I'll end the video here. So I want to thank you guys for watching once again. To the people who referred me and sent the $50 donation, thank you so much. And thanks to you guys I can make more iRacing videos, so I hope everyone enjoys them. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching and goodbye.